let's jump right into it. Today, we're breaking down a literally monumental cinematic journey. We're going to map out exactly how a legendary titan evolved from an isolated wanderer into a rightful leader. We're heading deep into the hidden, treacherous depths of the Hollow Earth to unpack Kong's incredible transformation in this explainer. It's an epic story of survival, some insane tactical upgrades, and ultimate redemption. So let's get started. We absolutely have to start our analysis by asking this one crucial question. How did a lonely, wandering titan finally find his kingdom and, his own kind, after thousands of years of sheer, crushing isolation? Because to truly appreciate the massive scale of his triumph at the end, we've got to understand the bitter reality of where he started. Section 1. The Lonely Wanderer's Pain. Okay, so Kong begins his journey down in the treacherous depths of the Hollow Earth. He's surviving deadly predators left and right, but he's battling this intense, solitary loneliness. And ironically enough, it's a crippling physical vulnerability that kicks everything off. One single severely rotten tooth. It's causing him such intense distress that it actually acts as the catalyst, forcing him out of his isolation to reconnect with the human surface world to get some medical help. Now, notice the stark contrast here. After humans heavily anesthetize him, specialized dentists replace that painful, decayed mess with a massive, strong titanium tooth. And this doesn't just relieve his pain, it instantly restores his confidence and strength. Honestly, it serves as his very first tactical, physical upgrade of the journey. Section 2. An Unlikely Ape Alliance. Drawn back to a newly opened portal leading to unknown territory, Kong runs into this treacherous, yellow-haired young ape named Zuko, and this timeline brilliantly illustrates their rapid, kind of crazy evolution. I mean, in Hour 1, the young ape is literally attempting to lead Kong into deadly traps where Kong uses him as an actual weapon against hostile gorillas. But by Hour 2, Kong defeats the ambushers and actually spares a falling Zuko. By Hour 3, they're sharing a meal, which totally shifts the dynamic. And finally, by Hour 4, Zuko decides to guide Kong to the heart of the ape's civilization, cementing this really powerful father-son-like bond. Section 3. The Tyrant and the Titan. Zuko guides Kong to his enslaved tribe, and they are living in these hellish, lava-filled conditions. And here is where Kong meets the Skar King. This guy is a cruel, arrogant dictator who actually mocks Kong's new metal tooth right before engaging him in a brutal duel. He rules his enslaved kin entirely through fear, using a devastating bone whip to strike from a distance. But during this battle, the Skar King reveals his ultimate trump card, Shimo. She's an ancient titan who blasts Kong with freezing breath, causing severe injury to his right arm and forcing a desperate tactical retreat. The Skar King controls this terrifying ice titan using a glowing crystal attached to his whip. Shimo's attack leaves Kong critically wounded. I mean, his arm is literally freezing over, which proves that brute strength alone just isn't going to cut it. Section 4. Forging the Mechanical Art. Badly wounded and relying heavily on Zuko, Kong makes it back to the human base, and the scientists there replace his vulnerable frozen limb with the Beast Glove. It's this super mechanical arm from a hidden underground storage facility designed specifically to amplify his power. Now let's break down the tactical advantages of this equipment, because it is definitely not just armor. First, it injects specialized medicine directly into his limb to instantly heal that nasty frostbite. Second, it heavily enhances his blunt striking power for devastating physical blows. And third, it acts as an impenetrable shield. This completely levels the playing field against the Skar King's lethal agility and those long-range whip attacks he was using earlier. Section 5. The Anti-Gravity Clash. Realizing the Skar King intends to use a portal to invade the surface world, Kong travels to the surface to recruit Godzilla, after a fierce initial misunderstanding, of course, and they plunge back into the Hollow Earth. And here we see the sheer strategic importance of the zero-gravity sequence. The local tribe uses a red liquid to activate an ancient pyramid trap, triggering an anti-gravity system. This instantly halts the Skar King's advance to the portal and, most importantly, neutralizes his extreme agility advantage. It completely strips him of his greatest asset. This forces close-quarters, chaotic mid-air combat. Floating in zero-gravity, momentum dictates absolutely everything. And this brilliantly illustrates the tactical shift for Kong. His new mechanical arm becomes absolutely vital for blocking strikes. He uses that enhanced mechanical shield to expertly deflect the Skar King's attacks, turning what was once a vulnerability into his greatest strength during this whole zero-gravity sequence. Section 6. Dawn of a New Era. So the gravity eventually returns, and the climax bursts onto the human surface, setting the stage for this ultimate multi-titan combo attack. Just look at how satisfyingly this unfolds. Step 1. After Godzilla knocks the crystal loose, Suko actually shatters it using Kong's axe. Step 2. A newly freed Shimo turns her frost on her former master, freezing the Skar King solid. And Step 3. Kong delivers the epic, shattering final blow, smashing the frozen tyrant into pieces and ending his reign forever. With the Skar King defeated, Godzilla returns to his slumber, and Kong heads back to the Hollow Earth. But he's no longer an isolated wanderer. He steps up as the legendary, rightful leader of his tribe, starting a new era. It's a beautiful full-circle moment, really. He started this explainer searching for just one of his kind, and he ends it alongside his new young companion and the liberated apes, having freed an entire kingdom. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought. Now that Kong rules this incredible domain, what uncharted mysteries and ancient titans still lie buried in the unexplored depths of the Hollow Earth? The world beneath ours is vastly unexplored, and Kong's reign is really just beginning. So keep asking questions, keep exploring, and we'll catch you on the next explainer.